We decided to analyze and focus our video on the differences among Tinder usage between Russia, Austria, and Italy, because we believe it is an amusing and slightly unorthodox topic that can provide us with insightful knowledge about the cultural differences and approaches to dating.
Those unfamiliar with Tinder, Maria Stoicescu described it in her 2019 article, The Globalized Online Dating Culture, Reframing the Dating Process Through Online Dating, as one of the most popular dating applications that offers access to people within close location, with little self-information required. Tinder is used by more than 50 million people with 100 million of downloads.
The app shows the profile of a possible near partner. The user can then decide to swipe right to express interest. If both users have swiped right, they then have a match that allows them to interact and to share private messages. On the contrary, swiping left indicates no interest in the presented profile. Each time a user swipes, a new profile is presented by the app, on which users can again swipe right or left on the new possible partners. For these reasons, to swipe has rapidly become a part of popular slang in terms of hookups.
Though Tinder was initially introduced as a general dating app, it has also been called the hookup or sex app, as the amount of personal information that is available on a personal Tinder profile is limited and the platform focuses in particular on one's appearance through pictures.
We decided to interview one female Tinder user in each of the 3 countries, Russia, Austria, and lastly Italy, to compare their points of view and allow for an insight into their expectations of men on Tinder. In the following selection of interview questions, it is clear that girls using Tinder have very different opinions and habits in the varying countries.
What do you think most people in your country use Tinder for?
I think most of them are looking for relationships. Yes, because I think in Russia, exactly, most of the people look for relationships in Tinder, or maybe for sex or something like that. So if you are trying to find a friend, it would be really hard, because everybody wants something else. Yes.
Ich glaube, die meisten Mädels in Österreich nutzen Tinder insgeheim, weil sie hoffen, dass sie große Liebe finden natürlich, aber wenn dabei nur der Spaß rauskommt, ist auch okay. Aber ja, ich glaube schon, dass Tinder nutzen, weil es einen festen Partner sucht. Ja.
I think that in my country, which is Italy, people use Tinder mostly for sex. And I think this is one of the reasons why most of the accounts are of men, of guys, and not of girls, because maybe girls are not seen in a good way if they download Tinder. I think that I also know that in the USA, people use Tinder not for looking for sex or relationships, but just to know new people, making new friends, so in a total different way than in Italy.
Hofstede dimensions show us, Russia has a higher long-term orientation than Austria and Italy, which is reflected in girls' desires to find a husband on Tinder rather than looking for one-night stands. Nonetheless, both Austria and Italy still have a quite high long-term orientation. However, some differences clearly emerged from our interviews. If Austrian girls would like to find a long-term partner, Italian girls perceive Tinder mainly as a tool to have fun. The uncertainty avoidance of the 3 countries draws a similar picture, Russia again having the highest, which is shown in our interview by the fact that apparently guys in Russia like to ask on a first date what girls are looking for, which is clearly an indicator that they want to plan ahead instead of just seeing where it goes.
How do Russian, Austrian, Italian guys present themselves on Tinder? Are there any generalizations that can be made?
Maybe write something funny in your description.
Okay.
Something like a joke or something like that. So people will look at it and think, oh, he or she is so funny, I should speak to her or him. Also, maybe if we talk about photos, I think usually Guys take photos a bit worse than women, but sometimes it's different. Maybe girls like pay more attention to this matter. They try to look as beautiful as it maybe as it possible. But men are like I'm already handsome, and she maybe will look at how maybe rich I am or how funny I am, and that doesn't matter.
Das ist wirklich so aktuell, also man will dann schon sagen, dass man reist. Und in Österreich ist natürlich genauso wieder von Italien oder vom Urlaub halt. Und es wird auch sehr gern geschrieben, was man sozusagen zu bieten hat, wie ich koche gern und ich kann auch gerne mal was kochen. Oder ja, was halt so für Aktivitäten machen in einem Leben und auf was Wert legen. Genau, manche haben aber lustige Sachen dabei, was raussticht. Aber ich muss ehrlich sagen, dass ich die Beschreibung gar nicht so wirklich lese, außer mich interessiert dann wirklich wer sehr.
They base themselves on the appeal only. I mean, guys want to look strong, cool, and girls want to look pretty. So they post photos that with a lot of makeup, a lot of filters. And I think that this is because Tinder is based on the first appeal. So this is the most important thing.
So also selecting the best pictures is crucial for Tinder.
Yes, that maybe they do not respect the truth.
Russian, Austrian, Italian girls like to meet people from other countries. When asking our interviewees if they were used to meet people from other countries, the Austrian and the Italian girls told us they prefer to hang out only with local people. This is because Austrians are less open to meet people from other countries, while in Italy the language barrier plays an important role. Only few Italian guys speak English. On the contrary, Russian girls seem very open to meet people of different nationalities, in order to practice other languages and also to have the chance to meet good-looking European guys and improve their social status. This is reflected also in the fact that Russia score the highest in long-term orientation. Russians show an ability to adapt traditions easily to changed conditions.
Our findings from our interviews prove that in Russia, men are expected to pay for dates without batting an eye, whereas in Italy the same is expected, but women at least prop one themselves to share the bill. In Austria, men are not expected to pay, but women do accept the offer in the end if it happens. This can be linked to the masculinity quality of Hofstede's cultural dimensions, where Austria scores highest, and Russia lowest, meaning that Austrians have a higher drive to achieve while Russians aim for quality of life, which can also be interpreted as Austrian women being more emancipated and thus more ready to pay for their own meal or drinks.
The last question, we asked our interviewees to select the 3 pictures that they would have found more attractive on Tinder according to their culture. Also in these cases, the answers we obtained in the various countries differed quite a bit.
The Russian girl selected the pictures that show a man cooking, with his family, and in uniform. This demonstrates that more traditional values like family, work, and responsibility are appreciated in her country. If we compare this to Hofstede's cultural dimensions, we can see that Russia scores very low on individualism, meaning that they value collectivism, which fits the values portrayed in the chosen pictures.
The Austrian girl we interviewed selected the picture with the dog, as well as the climbing picture and the traveling picture. This hints at the want for a diversely interested guy, who is friendly to animals, while at the same time practicing a sport that is popular in Austria, and demonstrating his traveling habits.
Our Italian interviewee chose the cooking picture, as well as the one with a dog and the one in a club. This proves the stereotype that food is very important to Italians, and they are also warm, open people, so they like more people who are outgoing and friendly, with a strong social life. The picture with the dog denotes a more caring behavior of the guy.
From our research, it clearly emerged that culture affects many spheres of our daily life. And even a popular meeting app such as Tinder can be an interesting tool to highlight cultural differences among countries. As our findings demonstrate, people in different countries have different expectations and desires when it comes to what they are looking for on this dating platform. Last but not least, our research helps Sigert in choosing the best pictures for his Tinder profile according to each country.
Understand that this person is like quite strange, or maybe he's crazy